All right, y'all. I'm back with another top three video. So this one I'm going over Disney again, JNJ, and Shopify. So on the mouse, on the last video, right, I said for Disney, if it breaks under 98.48, it's just gonna keep dropping to fill this gap, this giant gap right here. And what did they do? It filled this whole gap. So we got in at the break, you're already up, but I'm looking for a second entry because this thing, let me go to full screen. Yeah, so this thing right here, it has more gaps down here on the 4 hour chart. And even then, if we go to the lower time frames, you can see it fully. But it has a gap from this low, which is 86.87 to 86.22. Then it has one more gap down here at 84. So I think this thing is making its way down, but I do expect to bounce. Hopefully it bounces. If it doesn't bounces, then this thing is just gonna keep going. But I want this stock to bounce. I'm gonna go to the 30 minute. So if price can bounce up to 94.7, and fill this gap, as long as it doesn't close above 94.69, I'm still looking to go short. But I would like this thing to come back up, fill this gap and then drop. So just like make higher lows, higher highs, come up here, play with it, and then just tank. I want that. But if we don't get that, then honestly, I'm gonna just wait for this for the new month candle to open because you gotta realize this monthly stick closes like in a day and in 19 hours. So this candle is gonna play around, but I think this candle comes down and it at least takes out the low of 89.65 right here. I truly think it comes down and it sweeps this low. And then not only will it sweep this low, but I feel like it'll sweep some of this wick 85. Yeah, at least to 89. And then under the 89 will close. Yeah, because 89.33 aligns with this 89.61. So I can at least see a sweep of 89.61. And if things really get spooky, I can see it coming down and feeling like part of this wick right here. So that's Disney. Next one is J&J. J&J was green on Friday. It was up $1.19. But but look, it came this area of supply on the 1 hour time frame because this was last buy before we had this major sell off, correct? And then two, this shape right here, like this shape right here, it looks like this right here, the same. Like it looks kind of like the same. You got the doji, you have this fake impulsive move to the upside and price just came back down. So for me, and since this was the main area of supply where price sold off, down to these lows, I think honestly the break of 238.9, because this green candle is holding up everything. But once price breaks this candle, it's just gonna flush. So I'm looking at this gap fill down here at 235 off the break. That's like that's almost $4. We get rich like $1 or something, like 50 cents. And then under this, if it breaks this gap, no, I'm looking at this wick at this low to be swept at 232. Because it has these lows right here, all these lows. Well, yeah, yeah, because it didn't break any of these lows right here. So I can see it just coming down and we take out all of this. Because it already took out, think about it, it took out this high and it took out this high. And if this double top right here, 242.66, 240. Oh no, this candle swept this high. So yeah, so I can see us, well, not us, I can see price coming back down under 238.9, and then below that, it's just gonna flush to me, I think to the flush. And they stick on the monthly, like I know they're trying to buy this, but I think it's just gonna come back down. I don't Look, this is one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight candles. So I think this red candle, I think it's gonna come back down one more time. And then last but not least is Shopify. So Shop is it's in a pretty weird spot. So 111 is a key number. Like that's just a key number. It is a key level of support. So if price holds 111 flat, I'm looking at a retest of 112.45. And over that, I'm looking at this gap here at 116 to be tapped on Shopify. But as of right now, the market's red. Like I futures overnight, but things can change overnight. It can go from like red to green or get close to going green. But anyways, just looking at the price action of Shopify, same thing applies. They stick on a monthly closes. So this monthly state looks like this. So if we don't bounce and make this doji candle, which would make sense because that would mean if we make a doji candle for the monthly, that means Shopify is filling this gap at 115. So I would suggest that y'all have up the monthly time frame on your chart as well at the current time frames you're gonna trade on, because the monthly time frame it should act like a daily time frame now because it's only like 1.5 days left. So we're bound this up to 115. It's gonna make a doji for the monthly, and then from there it can drop back down or keep rising because it swept this low, right? And it's maintaining above this low above 111. So I won't go short unless price breaks below 111. If we break under 111, then price is just gonna come down to this low of 107.43 and the overall low of 104.92 if it breaks 111. But as of right now, like I said, the 112.45, it will confirm the break up to 115. Like it's $2 move, but I mean like it's better than nothing for Shop. But I'm at least looking at here, and then from here, like it can go up to 118 and fill this fair value gap on the 30-minute time frame. But pretty much the breaker 111 or the breaker 110.17, it'll confirm 107 and 104. So that's what I mean. Like I said, it's in a weird spot right now. Because 111, that's a key number. That's a key number. But the breaker 112.45, it'll confirm if this is a short-term bottom or not. And honestly, the downside looks more rewarding than the upside. But like I said, I'm just trading what I see right now. And when I see one holding. I see and just look at the volume on this 30-minute time frame. These last three candles had a ton of volume on them. Right? It didn't light up gold, but if you look at it, three candles compared to the fourth and fifth one, had like the third had 300K on it. So this candle right here, it had 369K volume on it, right? This one had 291. This one had 230K, but this one had more than this one by like couple 100K, 80K. I don't know. Like man, I could have subtracted honestly, but yeah. So Shop, I'm just looking for 115. If we break under 110, then yeah, then the thing is just in a flush because like I said, the overall low would be this wick candle right here, this doji stick right here. And because price, truth be told, there's nothing right here. Like price didn't come down and fill this area, this wick right here. So that's what I mean. That zone. Okay, but it broke this low already, so people got stopped out. So that's why I'm like, I can see a bounce up here, and then from 115 we just drop more. Like I want price to come up to this gap and make this lower high before it comes down and it makes this lower low. That's what I want to happen. But I'm just gonna play the cards that the market gives me. And with that being said, I'll see you on the next video.